you ever wondered, how does social media entertain kids, define a teen's life, and keep the elderly connected to family? It was created to be used by everyone, but how exactly does it affect each of these groups? Hi everyone, my name is Samantha Boatman. I'm an 11th grade student from Longwood, and today I'm going to tell you the impact social media has on kids, teens, and older adults. Although social media has generally helped our world become more involved and active, it still has its ups and downs. By the end of this, I hope you'll have a better understanding of how social media shapes the lives of everyone. So first, we'll start off with some stats that will be said again later in this PowerPoint. By 2 years old, almost 40% of kids already have their own tablets, and kids 8 and under spend almost around 2.5 hours a day. For teens, 1 in 5 teens report that social media negatively affects their mental health and self-confidence. And for older adults, researchers say that older people who use social media regularly report they feel less lonely and have more support. So we'll go in order and start with kids. Today, many kids are introduced to technology at a very early age. From sensemedia.org, almost 40% of kids have their own tablets by the age of 2, and kids 8 and under already spend almost 2.5 hours a day on screens. So let's talk about screen time. While having access to the internet can allow access to educational videos and games, which can be helpful in the view of learning, too much screen time can do the exact opposite and disrupt their sleep, physical activity, and cause kids to develop bad attention spans. If kids spend too much time on screens, they are limiting their interactions face to face with other kids. On the other hand, online platforms can help improve a kid's learning. Teachers in their classrooms can use educational games, videos, and learning apps to keep school more entertaining and engaging for the kids. And parents can also do the same at home by allowing their kids to play. On top of helping kids learn, social media also gives them an opportunity to be more creative. Kids can find hobbies like drawing or taking pictures and be able to express themselves through videos, artworks, or projects. If used responsibly, social media can help kids learn and develop new skills. Now that we've talked about social media's effect on kids, let's move on to teens. Many teens use social media every day, and it has become part of their daily routine. They use it as a main way to communicate with friends and express themselves. Social media has both positive and negative impacts, but let's start with the positive and talk about self-expression. Social media allows teens to share opinions, beliefs, interests, talents, and more. They can post things like videos, artworks, and photos to show people who they truly are. Another thing social media offers for teens is connection. It helps teens stay in touch with their family and friends, even if they don't live close. They can meet people through shared interests like sports teams, music artists, video games, and others. This can create lifelong friendships for teens. Lastly, social media does have some negatives. Social media can negatively affect a teen's mental health. Studies show from psu.edu that 1 in 5 teens report that social media has hurt their mental health or self-confidence. Social media allows for comparison, leading many teens to compare themselves to unrealistic standards or edited versions of other people's lives. This can cause teens to have lower self-esteem, anxiety, and the feeling of not being good enough. Cyberbullying is a big contributor to these feelings. This doesn't mean that social media is always harmful to teens, it just means it is important for teens to use it in a healthy way. Now that we've talked about kids and teens, let's see how social media impacts the elderly. Many older adults use social media mainly to stay connected to their family and friends. Many families don't all live near each other, so it's hard for their grandparents to see their kids and grandkids often. Social media lets them see pictures of their family and watch them grow up, even if it's through a screen. This helps reduce their feelings of loneliness and feel connected to their family. Social media also allows the elderly to continue learning. They can watch videos, join groups, and learn crafts. Keeping them engaged is just as important as keeping kids engaged. This can improve their self-confidence as well as their cognitive health. Lastly, social media also supports the overall well-being of the elderly. Researchers from PubMed.gov say that the older adults who regularly use social media often report feeling less lonely and having more support. They can join communities that help support their health, experiences, and encourage them. Giving them this access is helping set them up to enjoy their older age and continue living day by day happy. As I talked about today, social media affects every generation in different aspects. For kids, it can improve learning and creativity, but too much screen time can affect their development. For teenagers, it gives opportunities to make new friendships and express who they truly are, but can also lead to lower self-esteem, bad confidence, and poor mental health. And for older adults, it can offer connections, learning opportunities, and support to help improve their life. Understanding that we all use the same apps, but for different purposes depending on age, helps us see that it isn't just good or bad. It all depends on how you use it, why you're using it, and when you're using it. Thank you.